Hey guys, Jennuine Love checking in with tonight's Facebook Live. Tonight, the topic is how to honor others' free will choices. Yeah. Hey, how you guys doing? Come on in, say hi when you get here. Hey, Amy. So, I wanted to just kind of talk a little bit openly about this because it seems like in the collective there's a whole lot of interesting dynamics that are coming up, and also personally in our own personal lives where we're having opportunities, many opportunities to see and feel and honor what it looks like to respect and honor what another's free will choice is. And a lot of times when it feels that people we love and care about are making choices that perhaps we wouldn't make for ourselves, and perhaps that we don't want them to make for themselves, it's a really interesting energy shift that happens, because now we end up in the push-pull dynamic, right? Pushing against something, trying to pull someone to our side of the equation and see things the way that we see them. And it never feels good, ever, to do that. Even if you think that you're trying to gain ground and convince people, it never feels good, because ultimately we are all born with free will, right? Not even God supersedes our free will. We're allowed to make choices. And one of the things that is really important for us, like we don't want to be in relationship or connection with anybody that tries to force their beliefs on us. Like, we don't like that. We don't want somebody telling us what we have to do, or what's even best for us. We like to be able to be in our own authority, in tune with our own inner being, and making our own choices. We all enjoy that freedom. And it's really important for us to maintain that we allow ourselves to honor other people's freedoms, even when it seems like it is just not the right thing to do, right? And one of the other things I want to share is that for your own life that you've always been protected, you've always been guided, and that's true for everybody. Even when we quote unquote take a wrong turn or make a choice, or take an action that isn't necessarily the best one to take, it all always works out for your good somehow, some way, anyway. And that's what we have to trust and believe for every single person in our life. Listen, everybody has their own inner being, period. Everybody has their own angels and guides that speak to them and guide them, that are aware of them, period. And we just have to trust that people are doing and taking actions based on what they feel is best for them, right? We get to honor that. And one of the things that's been coming up for me lately is, how does that affect me, right? Because we have our own free will choices. Other people have their own free will choices. But what happens when somebody's free will choice affects your life? Well, that's where you get to trust and surrender and know that your life, anything in your life, is not dependent on what another person does or doesn't do. If you have situations in your life where it feels like there's something being asserted on you because somebody else is making some kind of action or taking some kind of, steps, or making a choice that directly impacts you, You have to know and understand that nothing takes God by surprise. Your guides, your angels aren't caught off guard, right? And they know how to factor everything in so that it works out for you, because nothing, and I do mean nothing, that God wants to do in your life, the things that you want to manifest in your life, are going to be dependent on somebody else not getting to live out their own free will, right? Your blessings, the things that you want to manifest, they're a sure thing. Now, you get to be open to how that shows up. We get to not be attached. Hey, sweetie, I love you too. We get to not be attached to, is it this person, this place, this thing, this experience, right? We get to open up, let go, surrender, and trust that God, universe, spirits, angels, they know what is best for each and every one of us. And I know, like, I get it. It can feel so heartbreaking sometimes when people are making choices that feel like, please, no. But we, as much as we love people, as much as we want the best for them, we don't know their path, period. We don't know their journey. And it would be arrogant and incorrect of us to assume that their journey is supposed to look exactly like ours, that their choices are supposed to look exactly like ours, right? We all have free will. And there's a peace that comes from allowing others to make their own free will choices. And if it feels like your heart is breaking, or you feel like so sad and upset with choices that people are making, I want you to just remind yourself that everybody is on their journey, and that what other people do on their journey doesn't have to affect yours negatively unless you give all of your power and all of your focus to what other people are doing that you can't control anyway. The power always comes back to self. And we want, more than anything, people to give us the freedom to be authentic and be accepted. And this is a time where we get to exercise that right and grant that love and that privilege to other people, right? Let everyone do what they feel is best for them without any insistence or, persuasion or manipulation that you do it the way that I think that you should do it. Because we really do a disservice to them, a disservice to ourselves, and it stifles our energy. We catch ourselves thinking we're doing good because we're sharing and we're trying to convince somebody of the better way to do things. And all the while, we're getting further and further and further away from our true intention, which is for us to live free and for everyone else to live free too. So I'm not saying that it's easy. It's easier when we let go of attachment to how things are supposed to look. It's easier when we're not so focused in the future of what might happen or what could go wrong or what this means for this. When we continually stay present in the now, when we come back to our breath, when we remind ourselves that we're all on a journey. We're all on a journey. And we really all are doing the best that we can with the mind that we have available now. And when you know to do better, you do better, right? And when you're awake and aware to things, you're awake and aware to things. But when you're not awake and aware to things, that's okay too. We're all on a journey. Human compassion has to reign The ability to let other people make the choice that's best for them has to reign. And we get to know and trust that no matter how it feels for what other people are doing, nothing, and I do mean nothing, about your life or your journey is ever going to need or cause somebody to have to do something that is against their free will. God, universe, the angels have so many ways, so many freaking ways, like infinite ways, to help us create and experience what we want to create and experience in this life. And as long as we're not so attached and clinging to how we think it's supposed to look, and we open up, let go of the reins, and surrender, that is honoring others' free will choice. It's honoring our free will choice. And it's honoring God, who is helping us to manifest in this life the things that we've set intentions for, the things that are best for us, for our highest and most good. So honor everyone, honor yourself, be appreciative that you have the ability to choose what's best for you, and honor other people where they're at, choosing what's best for them. Okay? All right, y'all. Sending you so much love. I see a lot of comments. I'll answer them after I get finished here. Sending y'all so much love. See you tomorrow. Namaste.